So for the blue highlighter part, I will do another cylinder. Subdivisions 10 should be enough. So check here, side, scale it. And just you can exactly place this part to the middle of that one, and for that I just switch on my wireframe on shaded, then take the object, press here C on the keyboard, you activate the curve snapping. You can also use it with the V button, and then you click with the middle mouse button here in the middle, okay, and then it snaps to that one, and now I placed it exactly in the middle. I push it out a little bit, the size will be okay. So then I will check here the shape. For that I use edge loop here, okay, it's the first step, and then take the front vertices and scale them down and rotate them. So that way. Okay, actually I have to move it to be straight because I didn't take a good positioning of my background image. So, and this shape is not round here in the front, it should be straight actually. So scale it down a little bit more, and then I take here the upper three, whoops, I scale it that it is straight and push it down, and also the three here in the bottom, also scale it that it is straight and then push it up. And I rearrange my geometry because this is ugly when this is all going to one point. So I just delete it, and with the multicut tool yes, this will be a little bit better. And actually I may scale it again so that it is really straight to a square form. Okay, and then I extrude it again and I scale it down in both directions, okay, that it gets a little more shape. And you see here this round form, so we will try to create this with our points. Or what I do is I insert another edge loop. This will be a little bit tricky now. Insert edge loop here. And now I try to create with these points this rounded form here. So I did this on both sides, and these faces should actually be planar. So how could I do this? I go to the scale tool, but when I scale it down, this would be an option, but what you can do is you activate the tool settings, and here there's a scale axis where you can choose between different options, and when you go here to the normal options, you can scale it better in the direction as the faces are lying. Actually, I have to rearrange it anyway a little bit, but now these are planar. And I also do it here in the front, or on the downside. Go also here to normal. Okay, first scale mode, then normal, and scale it that it is straight, and then I have to rearrange it that the geometry is fine that way. And you see it looks quite smooth, and when you want it to be more sharp, you can also take these faces, and I do it here on the bottom side also. I do an extrusion and I scale it locally so that I get another edge loop, and what you see is here on the 3 mode. Just switch out my wireframe on shaded. Now you get this nice round form, and here it doesn't look so nice. You see it here, and I just smooth this out a little bit. When what could I do here in the best? I guess I will rearrange with the multi-cut tool that I do connections here and here. And I delete but then I need another edge loop here in the back. So let's try just delete that one. Yeah, that's not too bad. So do this here also. Do a connection here. And here it depends how your geometry looks like. You just have to check it. Just delete the 2 triangles and then push it inside. So look at the 3 mode. Okay, that's not too bad, I think. Oh, here. That doesn't look good. So I have to just rearrange my vertices a little bit. Just have a look from all the sides and check if this is fine. Okay. And when you're happy, then save it. So let's go to the last part, the cap. We will also start with a simple cube. Then I do here the same thing. I scale it. Oh, now you see the scale tool. I have to reset it to the world or object axis. Okay, object. So I scale it here in the middle, move it. Okay, scale it so that the shape roughly fits the form. Then I take an edge loop here in the middle that I scale up, so because it's slightly round form. Then I guess here I have to scale up the whole marker or the highlight a little bit, because I have the feeling it is too thin anyway. But I will do this later. Just check here the cap. We'll do the same steps like we did at the form of the body. So we take these edges and give it a bevel. Okay, segments 2. And I have to also do the fraction to 0.9 again. Okay, then I do also the same steps you already know. Delete the edges, do an extrusion, then I just do another smaller extrusion, then do another one and push it inside and scale it. I do another one, scale it, and the end I do the connecting part. Actually the inside looks a little bit different, but I'm just happy when you do this in that way. Then I need more edge loops, of course, here and here, and of course also here, and get rid of my stupid edges. Do also the extrusion stuff. Then I do the connections again. Oops. Okay. And I want an edge loop also here in the middle, because when you have a close look at the text marker, there's a little hole here in the middle, and for that I need another edge loop. And here with the multiple edge loop tool, exactly in the middle, so I can't move it. Okay. And in this place I also do 2 more edge loops. Or actually I shouldn't do how we do this. Let me think about it. Oh, I just backwards, and I will do 2 edge loops and not just 1. Actually 3. Okay, so now you are confused. I take 3 because now I have 2 faces here. I scale this and I take these edge loops, these vertices, and push it up, and I try to create this shape like a round form. Okay, like this. And then I extrude, scale, another extrude, and push it inside and scale. Okay, so I get this little dot form here, and I take these vertices here. Okay, be sure you don't select any other stuff here. I just did this. Okay, here, these areas, and scale it up so that it is more round. And now the tricky part, how to create this kind of curvy form here on the top. And for that, I guess I need some more edge loops. Maybe now you're a little bit confused of the part in the middle. And I also will just do this curvy form on the one side, and I will duplicate afterwards my geometry. I will take my vertices here. So go back. Now, first of all, I will do some edge loops. Okay, not too much. Oh my god, I just need 1, 2, 3. I think this will be enough. And so that you won't be that confused, I just take here the inner part and I move it out so it's easier for you to see, and I push it back in again later. So now I have some of the vertices here, and I will arrange them I will, okay, just take the whole edge loop and push it back. So I just created here this shape, and what I now do, I take all these faces and I do an extrude. I push it inside. Okay, because I need this little step inside, but only on this side and not on this. So what I now do is I go in my merge vertex tool and I just merge the inner parts back up. So you see, and I also need it here, I just have this. I need another edge loop because I don't see it that way, so just insert edge loop here. So let's see. Actually, it's not too bad. You see that the edge loop is ending here, okay? This is normal because here it is, there's a triangle, and it is actually, it is okay because now you have a rectangle with this one vertices which is ending here. So this is fully fine. This is allowed. Now you see, okay, it's not a triangle. And actually, I'm happy with that. Now you can, no, you shouldn't mirror it, just because you have the form also on the other side. So just do this little step for exercise also on the other part of the object, then push this inside again. I just did it for you. It's not too complicated. Oh my god. don't select stuff on the other side of your geometry. So, now let's check the thickness. I want my whole text marker to be thicker, but here not the whole, just this part. So maybe also this a little bit thicker. Just scale it that it could fit together. Okay, just a little bit of fine tuning. And here we go. I think our text marker is finished. You can do a little bit more fine stuff if you want, but the rough form is fine. So when you do the Copic marker, also start with a cube, do the bevel for this, the four-sided shape. Shape the pen like we did here. Do some kind of combinations. I think you will also need it at the Copic marker, then you where you have to combine a cylinder form with the rectangular form of the Copic marker. When you do the ball pen, be sure that you can model the whole part and then try to separate it. So every part which I could split together at a split, you should also do an extra model here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot, and hope you get along with the ball pen and the Copic marker. And if not, you know I'm here for you. Bye.